Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Bookish Drama. My name is Ethan and today I'm bringing you the mid-year book freakout tag. I know it's a little bit late, but I figured I wanted to do it, yeah, so you guys know my taste in books. So yeah, let's get started with that video. The first question is your favorite book so far this year. And at first I didn't think about this book that I'm gonna show you. I thought about another one, but no, this is my favorite, I think, and it is The Wise Man's Fear by Patrick Rothfuss, the sequel of The Name of the Wind. The series is called The Kingkiller Chronicles, and it's about Kvoth, or Quoth, or however you pronounce it. A guy that goes to university and you get to know about his life adventures, because the trick with this series is that you see him in the future. He is now the owner of an inn, and he tells his story to a chronicler, and the thing is that you want to figure out where he is now the owner of an inn, if he was this great magician and he was the smartest kid around. It's a great book, the writing style is phenomenal, one of the best ones I have ever read, and I really encourage you to read this series. You are not going to regret it. The next question is your favorite sequel. I guess that was a sequel, but I'm gonna use another sequel for this, which is The Hero of Ages, the third and last book in the Mistborn Trilogy. Yeah, this is the last book in the first era, because there's the era 2, but we're not talking about those because I have not read them yet. So yeah, this is the last book in the Mistborn series. It's phenomenal. This is an epic conclusion. The ending is really satisfying, full of twists, and this book is going to appear in another category later, so keep your eyes open for that. New release that you haven't read. For this, I'm going to go with Children of Blood and Bone by Tomi Adeyemi. This book came out at the beginning of the year and everyone raved about it, but I have not read it yet. I just bought it, so I hope I get to it soon. Next we have your most anticipated book that hasn't come out yet in 2018, and for that I'm going to go with Skyward by Brandon Sanderson. This is the new book in a new trilogy, I think it is, he's writing. It's a YA sci-fi set in another planet, and it's about a girl and spaceships, and it sounds great and phenomenal. I love his YA books as well as his adult books. If you are intimidated by his adult books, start with The Arithmetist, for example. That was my first Brandon Sanderson book. His magic systems are great and the premises of his books are really interesting. So yeah, also if you don't want to, pick up Skyward when it comes out. Biggest disappointment of 2018. For that, I'm going to go with The Darkest Minds by Alexandra Bracken. This past month, everybody has been talking about this book and this series because the movie just came out on August 3rd, I believe. I haven't watched it yet, but yeah, I read the book and it was a disappointment. I gave it 2 stars, and that was mainly because I think not really anything happened in this book. I didn't connect with any of the characters and it was quite predictable. I think I just didn't like it, and I'm not sure if I'm gonna keep on with the series. I'm afraid I'm not going to, but maybe I will, and I will love the rest. Who knows? Biggest surprise of 2018. With this one, I'm gonna go with a book I reread this year that I didn't like that much the first time around, but this time I really enjoyed it. And it is City of Glass by Cassandra Clare, the second book in the Mortal Instruments series. So the first time I didn't like it that much because not so many things happened, but this time I came to love the characters more. It's a very character heavy book, I believe, and the same happened with the fourth book, City of Fallen Angels, because it centered on the side characters, which I love more than Jace and Clary. So yeah, very well done, Cassandra Clare. Favorite new author to you? So this one is Shannon McGuire, writer of Every Heart a Doorway, that I just finished like a day ago, and I loved it. The writing style is phenomenal. It's really whimsical. Everybody has read it for Booktubeathon this year, and that's why I picked it up after Booktubeathon, and I don't regret it at all. It was great, amazing, like one of the best books of this year. It's surely going to be in my top list at the end of the year. And yeah, I cannot wait to pick the next books, although I'm not sure if I'm going to right now. Maybe I read one book a month, or maybe I will read them all like tomorrow, who knows. But the thing is, I want to save them because only one book gets published a year, and the next one doesn't come out until January, so yeah, it's a long time. Newest fictional crush. For this one, I'm gonna say that I don't really get crushes out of book characters. I'm sorry if you were expecting another answer, but I don't. So I'm going to tell you two of my favorite characters, let's say, and these are Isabel Lightwood of The Mortal Instruments and Adrian Ivashkov of Vampire Academy and Bloodlines. So maybe those are my two fictional crushes, let's say, I don't know. But the next question is your favorite character, and that's going to be Tensoon from the Mistborn Era 1. He is a Kandra, which is a type of creature that exists in this world, and he's great. I mean, at the beginning you are not supposed to like them, but he's amazing. He cares a lot about our main character Finn, and he plays a big role in the ending of the book. He appears for the first time in the second book, although he is a main character and also a perspective in the third and last one, and he's just amazing. You get to learn a lot about the world with him because you learn about the Kandra culture, how they were created, and you learn all the backstory that led to the plot of these books. So it was really, really, really good character. Book that made you cry. This year, I think I only cried with this book because I don't usually cry with books. This is The Hero of Ages by Brandon Sanderson again. I feel like this video is full of Brandon Sanderson, but you know he's my favorite author, so he has to be here, obviously. The end of this book is not sad per se, but it's emotional. There are deaths, but I didn't cry with the deaths. I cried with the last, when they talk about characters that have died, and I don't know. It was just an emotional ending, and also it was a happy ending, but emotional. I was so sad when this ended because I love these characters and I also love the world, so I cannot wait to start Era 2. I hope some character appears in them or something, or they get mentioned or something like that. I'm so excited. For a book that made you happy, I'm going to choose the Lara Jean Trilogy, which is a contemporary trilogy. They were fun to read, there were some jokes and funny comments. They were not the best books out there, but they were definitely really entertaining, funny. Favorite adaptation. So this year I haven't watched a lot of adaptations. I think I only watched one, so I'm gonna go with that, which is Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda. The film is actually called Love, Simon, and I didn't like the film that much, so I don't know why I'm picking it as my favorite, but it's the only one I watched. It is good, I mean, yeah, but not as good as the book, so I was expecting a little bit more. When it came out in Spain, which was in June, I got free tickets to the premiere on the internet, and I was so excited. I brought my friends and they really liked it, but I was a bit disappointed because the book was better. Question 13 is your favorite review, but I haven't wrote or posted any reviews this year. I just rated the books on Goodreads, but I didn't post any reviews, so it's a blank for me. For the most beautiful book I bought, I wanted to be original because everybody showed Children of Blood and Bone that I already showed you in another question, so I wanted to make a twist, and obviously I picked a Brandon Sanderson book that didn't come out this year. Well, it came out this year here in Spain, but it came out last year in English. And that's Oathbringer, the third book in the Stormlight Archive series. And this book is amazing. It's gorgeous. On the outside, not so much, let's say, but when you take the dust jacket off, you see here a beautiful diagram. The spine is amazing. Here's the back, which is very plain. Like, the color is really good. I love this purple. And the main thing is the end pages in this book. So we have here 4 characters, 2 at the beginning and 2 at the back of the book. I don't know who they are yet, as I'm currently reading the first book, so I don't know who they are and I don't want to spoil myself. And I guess it also has drawings on the inside, so let me get one for you. Here we have some kind of shape. I don't know if you can see it properly. So yeah, the book is full of these drawings, which are really good. I don't know who draws them, but they are doing a really great job. The last question is, what books do you need to read by the end of the year? I'm gonna show you 5 different books or series that I want to keep on reading. So first we have, I want to finish all the Brandon Sanderson Cosmere books. I don't think I'm gonna get to all of them, but I will finish them eventually, maybe at the beginning of next year. I also want to finish the Shadowhunter books. I have Lord of Shadows by Cassandra Clare, because the last book is coming out on December 3rd or December 4th, I'm not sure right now, and I want to read them all before that one comes out. I love these books. The Dark Artifices I have never read, but the Mortal Instruments and the Infernal Devices I have, except for City of Heavenly Fire. I also want to read the short story collections that I have all of them right here. So yeah, those are going to take up quite a lot of my time. Next, I want to read the whole of the Young Elites trilogy. Last year I read the Legend trilogy, and this year I want to read the Young Elites. Mary Lou is one of my favorite authors. I love her. I love her plots, her characters. She's great. Next up we have the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas. The last book is coming out on October, and I want to read them all before that. I don't know if I'm gonna have time to, but I'm gonna try at least, and if not, I'm gonna read the last one when I get to it. I have read this first book like 3 years ago, and I liked it. 4 stars. It wasn't my favorite book or anything like that, but it was good. And last but not least, I have A Clash of Kings. Here's my Spanish copy. These books are gorgeous in Spanish, like, look at this. I read the first book last year, and I started this book at the beginning of the year, but I put it down and I want to get into it, so I'm going to read a recap of the first book and a recap of the first chapters, because there's a wiki online that has a very detailed summaries of the chapters, chapter by chapter or book by book. There's a lot of information about this series, the Song of Ice and Fire series. It's not called A Game of Thrones, it's A Song of Ice and Fire. And yeah, I want to read them before the last season of the show comes out. I haven't watched the show at all, but I want to read the books first, then watch the show, and then watch the last season. I hope I have time, because these are chunky books and they take a lot of time to read because they're very, 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 very dense. I don't want to get spoiled. The thing is, I don't know if I want to watch this show or wait until the book series is finished. The first book I gave 4 stars. It wasn't my favorite fantasy book at all. I didn't love it as much as people do. So that was all for today's video. I hope you liked my favorites of the year so far, and don't forget to tell me your favorite book of the year down below in the comments. Give it a thumbs up if you liked the video, and also subscribe so you watch all the videos that are to come. Thank you guys so much for watching, and see you next time. Bye!